Ephesians 2:14-18. For he himself is our peace, who has made both one, and has broken down the middle wall of separation, having abolished in his flesh the enmity, that is, the law of commandments contained in ordinances, so as to create in himself one new man from the two, thus making peace, and that he might reconcile them both to God in one body through the cross, thereby putting to death the enmity. And he came and preached peace to you who are far off and to those who are near. For through him we both have access by one Spirit to the Father. Christ abolished the law of commandments. Paul must be speaking here of the Mosaic law, right? People will often quote, he abolished the law of commandments contained in ordinances, removing it from its context and stating that Christ abolished God's law, generally ignoring the rest of the section. This is truly a shame. This section in context is utterly amazing. So what exactly is Paul talking about? He's talking about Ezekiel's two-stick prophecy. Israel was once a single united kingdom, divided into the northern house of Israel and the southern house of Judah. The northern house of Israel was dispersed among the nations and lost. Ezekiel prophesies this lost house will be found, and the two houses will become, quote, one stick in your hand, end quote, again. Ezekiel says this, Again, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, As for you, son of man, take a stick for yourself and write on it, for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write on it, for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions. Then join them one to another for yourself into one stick, and they will become one in your hand. But when the children of your people speak to you, saying, Will you not show us what you mean by these? Say to them, Thus says the Lord God, Surely I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his companions, and I will join them with it, with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they will be one in my hand. And the sticks on which you write shall be in your hand before their eyes. Then say to them, Thus says the Lord God, Surely I will take the children of Israel from among the nations, wherever they have gone, and will gather them from every side and bring them into their own land. I will make them one nation in the land, on the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king over them all. They shall no longer be two nations, nor shall they ever be divided into two kingdoms again. They shall not defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions. But I will deliver them from all their dwelling places in which they have sinned, and I will cleanse them. Then they shall be my people, and I will be their God. David my servant will be king over them, and they shall all have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgments, and observe my statutes, and do them. Then they shall dwell in the land that I have given to Jacob my servant, where your fathers dwelt, and they shall dwell there, they and their children's children, forever. And my servant David shall be their prince forever. Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them, and it shall be an everlasting covenant with them. I will establish them and multiply them, and I will set my sanctuary in their midst forevermore. My tabernacle also shall be with them. Indeed, I will be their God, and they shall be my people. The nations also will know that I, the Lord, sanctify Israel, when my sanctuary is in their midst forevermore. So, what is this law of commandments contained in ordinances? It was the man-made commandments of mainstream Judaism that declared the Gentiles to be unclean, as in Acts 10 and 11. That kept the tribes of Judah apart from the other tribes dispersed among the nations. In Paul's time, this was manifest by a literal, physical, middle wall of separation, called the Soreg, which was in place to keep non-Jews away from the temple. Jesus came to abolish this law, to break down this barrier, so that the tribes of Israel can and will be reunited into one stick again, with David, metaphorically speaking of Jesus, as their king. The Greek word translated ordinances in this section is dogma, which means decree, and the root word of dogma is dokeo. It means to suppose what seems to be, forming an opinion, a personal judgment, an estimate. According to Strong's Greek lexicon, suppose, dokeo, directly reflects this personal perspective, the values of a person making the subjective judgment call, i.e. showing what they esteem or do not esteem as an individual. Both dokeo and dogma stress the subjective mental estimate or opinion about a matter. Are the commandments contained within the Mosaic Law subjective mental estimates or opinions? No. They are directly from God, often beginning with, Thus says the Lord. Also see Ezra 7:6 and 7:12. They are not the inventions of opinionated legislators or lawyers. The dokeo and dogma are traditions and doctrines of man that have created this artificial distinction between Jew and Gentile. They are contrary to God's law.